So the first step to selling your business, you have to figure out a price for the business. It's called a valuation, or the market price, or the enterprise value, or the listing price. But it's called a valuation in the world of mergers and acquisitions, selling and buying small businesses. So you need to figure out what the price of your business is. And there's two places you can go to figure that out. You can reach out to a business broker, or you can get a certified business appraisal. Now, the business broker, for the most part, is going to run the valuation on the business themselves, or they'll have analysts help them do that in-house. Some brokers will do it for free. Some may charge an upfront fee to do that. A certified business appraisal, they're going to be more of an in-depth valuation process on your business. They're going to have market comparables, market multiples, and they're going to have a lot of data backing the price of your business, or the where they think you should list your business. Now, they're going to charge a little bit more in order to do that. It depends on the size of your business and how complex and how many assets are tied to your business or under your business name. But those are the two routes of going and getting a business valuation. Now, just something to keep in mind as a business broker, a lot of brokers that will run the valuation themselves, they're not as accurate as certified business appraisals, as you can imagine. They will run it in-house, they'll take a look at their books, and they'll work it up themselves, right? For the most part, a lot of businesses, the listing prices that they list at typically don't sell for those asking prices. Now, that's for a variety of different reasons. Sellers and brokers working in some cushion for negotiation, which is totally fair. But just be advised that some brokers will tell you your business is worth maybe a little bit higher in order to secure the sell side contract. That's not always the game that's being played out there, but it's just something to keep in mind. So I always advise getting a certified business appraisal. It's going to be a lot more accurate. It's going to give you more authority to stand behind that asking price, because you're going to have a lot of data and analytics and comparables to back up that asking price. It's going to cost you a little bit more to get that, obviously. But those are the two places that you can go get a price tag for your business. Now, what do you need in order to do that? Okay, if you're going to go call a business broker, or you're going to go find a certified business appraisal to do this, you're going to need to have the last 3 years of your profit and loss statement ready, year-to-date profit and loss statement ready, last 3 years of tax returns ready, last 3 years of your balance sheets ready, maybe some bank statements, and they're going to use those financial documents to determine the earnings of your business. Now, depending on the size of your business, they might look at seller discretionary earnings, or they might look at EBITDA, which is your earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, amortization. So it depends on the size of your business. If you're under $1 million in earnings, they're going to use most likely the seller discretionary earnings metric and apply a multiple to that. If you're over that, they're most likely going to use the metric of EBITDA to measure your profitability. So their objective is to figure out the earnings of your business and then apply a multiple to that earnings, and that will be your listing price, or the valuation of your business, on top of any other tangible assets that you might have. If you are equipment heavy, a lot of machinery, a lot of trucks, they're also going to assess the value of that, put it on top of that purchase price, along with any real estate. If you own a warehouse or any land, that will have to get appraised before the day of closing, but they're going to use a rough ballpark appraisal on that land or real estate, and that's also going to be tagged to the purchase price of your business on top of the multiple of earnings that they do. So that's going to be the process, and those are going to be the documents they need. So those financial documents, along with any list of assets that you have, and then any list or description of real estate, commercial real estate, or land that the business owns that you are planning on selling. Not necessary to sell the land or real estate if you don't want to, but if you plan on doing that, you will need documentation on that as well. So that's the information you need. Now, every broker or business appraisal might ask or need other items in order to perform this, but for the most part, just have all of your financial documentation ready. And then once you have all of that ready, I'm sure a lot of business owners can just pull that from their software and they're good to go if they've got good, clean books. And then just reach out to a business broker or a certified business appraisal. Obviously, my recommendation is certified business appraisal, but it's going to cost you some money to do so. So I understand why owners will go to business brokers. Just be aware that the asking price that you have on the business working with a business broker, for most likely you're going to get offers below that. Just from my experience, from what I've seen. So that's why at Kelleher Acquisitions, we use a certified business appraisal. As I said, it gives us more authority to stand behind that asking price. We have data analytics, comparables. So we can put the listing price up there and we can stand firm on that listing price. So that's how you start the process of selling your business, where to go, how to get prepped. So if you have any questions on that at all, if any questions around valuation or where to go or who to ask and how to do things, just let me know below. I'll be happy to answer them. But I appreciate you watching. I hope it helped.